Good morning, everyone. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, bringing live from Central Florida the Not So Wild Kingdom Show, where each morning I feed the squirrels. This morning I've placed almonds on the floor there of the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Got squirrels on the picnic table and in the feeder. Got some fresh water. And the squirrels have started coming down and grabbing their almonds. These squirrels are all wild squirrels. I found Bobby, Robert Squirrel, who I call Bobby. He calls me Food Source. I found Bobby on my driveway as a newborn. I raised him and released him when he was 13 weeks old. And he still comes to visit. Now, he mated with Barbara Ann, and they have 4 youngsters. Jeepers, Creepers, Peepers, and Sneakers. And I rescued 2 squirrels, Milo and Mikey, when they were 6 weeks old. Raised them. Released them when they were 19 weeks old. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom Show here on the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. We're broadcasting from Central Florida. I've had my 2 cups of coffee. Now I'm having some sparkling water. I got almonds on the picnic table, almonds in the automatic feeder. Got my children's books here. This is a book that I wrote, available on Amazon. It's great for little kids up to about 11 years old. It's a storybook. Got 10 short stories, pencil illustrations. They're bedtime type stories that can be read in about 10 minutes. It's written at a 3rd grade level. Also got a coordinating coloring book that goes with it. Those are available on Amazon. Good morning, everybody. Howdy, howdy, as they say down in Texas. You got the berry flavor, Brett. Good stuff, isn't it? I bought some Razzle cranberry yesterday. This is Lemon Cello. They don't pay me to advertise. I like their product. It's just 0 calorie, no sweetener, just water with a little bit of flavor. You got the berry. Good stuff, isn't it? I've gotten away from the sweets and the colas. I drink unsweet iced tea and sparkling water. We've got almonds out here. Now there goes Cashew and Hazel. Good morning, Cashew. 2 little mice. We've got 4 mice that live here. We got Peanut is Brave. Middle name IZZ. Peanut is Brave. Peanut, the brave mouse, started coming in and competing with the squirrels. Now, I've never seen a mouse that came in during the daytime, but he does. He started in the evenings. When he would wake up in the evening, he would come just about the time Bobby was getting ready to go to bed. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to put nuts down by my feet. They like to eat the nuts off of my shoes. Sorry, guys, I forgot. They like to come up, grab the almonds off my shoes. He looked up like, hey, where's the food? So I've got, this little mouse, Peanut, he started coming in the evenings, just before dark, and Bobby would chase him off. But then Bobby would go to bed, and I'd sit out here with the light on, and he would come up and eat, like this right here, eat by my shoes. And then he started coming in the morning. I found out it's a she. She had babies this year. And her nest is in that heater right there, in the base of that heater. There goes one of them. You can tell them they're the fast ones to zoom by. And they come out every morning now and eat. So there's Peanut, and then there's her little ones are, I don't know if you can see him or not. One of the little ones is over there by those potted plants. See, that's Cashew and Hazel. See him over there? And Cashew, Hazel, and Pinocchio are the three little mice. And they're not three blind mice. They're not three blind mice, three blind mice. Hello, Hazel. Crazy. These little mice come out in the morning. Got 3 of them come out here and run around. They're just not afraid of me at all. It's crazy. Like I say, it started with Peanut coming out in the evening. She was waking up and getting ready to go nocturnal, do her nocturnal stuff. And then I guess she finally decided it's better to come out in the mornings. More food. And these mice seem to ignore her and the babies. However, Bobby doesn't like them. Bobby chases them off. If Bobby's out here, he's like, get out of here. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Happy day, happy day. Glad you could join us here on the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, broadcasting from Central Florida. These squirrels were born last August. Bobby will be 2 years old in August. These are his babies. His 4 babies and the 2 adopted squirrels I got were born in August. So I'm expecting a new litter here about August. In Florida, here in Central Florida, these little grays, it appears, have their babies in August. Now, they can have 2 litters a year. You had a cardinal yesterday take an almond. Wow. Well, up north, they have their babies in the spring. Down here, they can have them several times during the year. But it seems that August is the month that they like to be born. We don't have the harsh winters, so they don't have to worry about surviving the winter. Man, I got squirrels all around me here. Where'd you go? There was one here sitting beside me. One on that chair. One on that chair. One coming up here. Got 2 up there on the screen. I'm in the mood for squirrels, simply because they're lovely. These guys and gals have learned to come in every morning. Hello, little squirrel. I put out food and they come to visit me on my lanai. I leave a hole in the screen over there. Hello, Vicky. Thanks for that rose. Squirrels everywhere, squirrels. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom show here in Central Florida. Broadcasting live from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Man, I got squirrels everywhere. I am surrounded by squirrels. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You looking at me, looking at you? You see the way their head's shaped? They got eyes on each side of their head so they can see behind themselves. There's Cashew. Does that bother you that mouse is up here eating? What's the matter? You added nuts? Sorry. Let's put some more nuts down there. Sorry. I'm a bit of remiss there, keeping the almonds out for you. Come on up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. We broadcast almost every morning. The Not So Wild Kingdom show from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. This all started with one squirrel, Robert Squirrel. I found him as a newborn. I raised him, released him when he was 13 weeks old. Excuse me. He made it up with Barbara Ann. They had 4 babies. I adopted 2 that were 6 weeks old. There's Batman. Uh-oh, you're getting chased by the evil squirrel. They're playing Batman. Batman likes to hang upside down. Ever since I let him watch that Batman movie, he's been hanging upside down saying he says, "I'm Batman." Look at them chase each other. Having fun this morning. Meanwhile, Milo just sits there and eats. Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom show here at the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Squirrels are very active this morning. Put almonds out for them. Hear them growl at each other. They have a pecking order. And Peepers committed a faux pas and tried to eat while Milo was eating. Peepers is the smallest of the squirrels, and they, in the clan here, they pick on her. She has to come up and grab a nut when she can. When they're not around, she'll come up here and sit beside me and eat. She's not afraid of me, but the other squirrels pick on her. Got one on that chair, one on that chair. They like to sit up high on the chairs. You have to run up and grab a nut, run, lest the other squirrels chase you, right? We're having a lot of fun out here this morning. Squirrels, squirrels, everywhere, squirrels. I'm feeding them almonds. They like all kinds of nuts and fruits. Bobby's especially partial to bananas and strawberries, watermelon. I weaned Bobby on seedless grapes. I peeled them so he wouldn't choke on the peeling. I weaned him on seedless grapes and bananas. Squirrels eat leaves and flowers, but they're omnivores. They also eat insects and spiders and small living creatures like lizards. Bobby catches and eats the lizards, anole lizards that run around here. I've got 4 little mice now that come in. That all started with their mother. Goodness sakes, I got squirrels everywhere around me. Uh-oh. Sorry. Out of nuts again. Man, you squirrels are really... I just scared them all off. You are really going through the nuts this morning. It's silly. I bend over to put out nuts and they all run. Then they come running back. What are you doing over there? Climbing on my plants. Come on down. Got one there. Got one there. And one just came up on the table, grabbed a nut while I wasn't looking. I've got one over on that chair. Squirrels, squirrels. Hello, East Texas. Squirrel girl. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Man, they're running all around. Running on the screen enclosure. You can hear them up there. Come on up. Have an almond. There. I moved too fast. Scared you away, didn't I? Moved the camera quickly to catch the one down here on the floor. Scared the one off the table. That's Batman. Batman likes to hang upside down and pretend he's a bat. If you listen closely, he'll say, I'm Batman. Come on in, Batman. Are you waiting on the bat signal? Good morning, Craig. Thunder Buddy. Hello, hello, hi. There's that little mouse. There's Cashew. Cashew, the little mouse. The squirrel just seemed to ignore Cashew, and Cashew ignores the squirrels. I'm not as fond of the mice as I am the squirrels, but what are you going to do? I had one little mouse here that would come in. I have one mouse, and she would come in and eat, and I had a deal with her that she wouldn't go in the house and that she wouldn't bring other mice. Well, that's fine, except she had babies. So we got Cashew, Pistachio, and Hazel. What am I going to do? This one up here purrs. I moved and scared them both off. Come on, don't be afraid. Right there, that's crazy now. That is crazy. I've got mice that are not afraid of me. All start with their mother. That's Cashew. Over there's Hazel. They come out every morning with the squirrels. Hello, Teresa. They come out every morning with the squirrels. Hey, don't you know you're nocturnal? Don't you know you're not supposed to be up here? You're supposed to be afraid of me. The problem is, I let them watch the Green Mile and they saw Mr. Jingles. And now they want to be fed like Mr. Jingles. You think I could teach them to roll a spool of thread like Mr. Jingles? They come out here early in the morning, then they go to bed. Sometimes they come back in the evening. Mommy Gizzy, hello. Good morning. Thanks for that rose. Any gifts that come in, we just apply to their food budget. These mice and squirrels are getting a little bit ridiculous. I'm going through about $5 a day on almonds and 35 pounds of sunflower seeds every month. Batman's been here. He was here a little while ago. Maybe he saw the bat signal. Oh, here's Mr. Cautious. I was saying earlier that their eyes are on the sides of their head and they can see most of the way around themselves. And so they can see behind themselves. And that's why I'm convinced my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Tolles, was part squirrel. She could see me while she was writing on the chalkboard. Oh, you're going to take 2, huh? Having trouble getting it in your mouth? Good morning, everybody. This is Ron Milburn with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Bobby calls me Food Source. They're all over me. Got them around my feet, got them up here. I want to try something this morning. Don't know if it'll work. Someday it will. I'm going to put my hand out there and see if they'll come up there and eat. They'll have to eat all the other nuts first, though. Three of these squirrels I've handled. Bobby still comes and climbs on me. Milo and Mikey, I raised them till they were 19 weeks old. They were about 6 weeks old when I got them, and I fed them goat's milk puppy formula. But I didn't handle them as much as Bobby. I fed them through the wire in the cage, mostly because there were 2 of them and they were hard to handle. I wish I would have handled them more, because when I release them, they never come back to me. They'll come up like this, but they won't climb on me and be friendly like Bobby. Now see how crazy that is? Those mice just ignore these squirrels. It's not only unusual that they'll come out in the daytime, but squirrels will kill mice and eat them. Did you know that? And these squirrels and mice hang out together. They'll especially kill the little ones. Maybe it's because the squirrels are so full of almonds they don't want to eat the mice. These are little mice. These are just a few weeks old. I got 3 mice, 3 baby mice. Got a mama mouse. Her name is Peanut. Uh-oh. You mousies, you little mice are eating all the almonds off my shoes. Got a little critter. He's just sitting there eating the crumbs. Hello there. Hello there, Cashew. We got Cashew, Hazel, and Pistachio. Haven't seen Jimmy Durante this morning. We've got a neighbor squirrel that comes in and eats with a long pointed nose. We call him Jimmy Durante. Well, there's Hazel. Are you going to go in your nest? They've got a nest in that heater. This is crazy. I'll start with Bobby. Robert T. Squirrel. His middle name is Robert the Squirrel. I found him as a newborn on my driveway, raised him, and he made it up and then had 4 babies, Jeepers, Creepers, Peepers, and Sneakers. Now they come in and eat every morning. And the mice have learned to come in. It's like a menagerie of animals here. Look at this crazy little mouse here right by me. That mouse was right here beside me. Where'd he go? He was right there. Crazy. I used to feed them peanuts out here, but they were so messy. They left their shells, that, and sunflower seeds. So I have a feeder on each tree. I have 2 oak trees, and I have a feeder on each tree. And I fill that with sunflower seeds. I go through about 35 pounds of sunflower seeds a month. And about $5 worth of almonds a day. You squirrels are putting me in the poorhouse. Thanks, Mommy Gizzy, for that rose. We buy almonds with the funds that come in. Bobby's also got a Cash App. We don't solicit any funds, but some folks like to contribute to the feeding of the squirrels. Maybe you live where you don't have squirrels and you can't feed the squirrels. Well, sometimes people throw $5 or $10 in Bobby's Cash App, and I go over and buy almonds. I just saw it as something I should do. I've never done. But when somebody puts money in the Cash App, I ought to mention them the next day after I go buy some almonds. Robert was the last person to put some money in there. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. I've got squirrels all around me. I got a squirrel sneaking up behind me. I scratched my eyebrow. That chased him off. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. I'm broadcasting the not-so-wild kingdom here from the porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. where we have had loads and loads of squirrels this morning, and mice. There's a mouse going out. It's crazy. The squirrels have learned to come into my screen enclosure, and now so have the mice. Good morning. Did I scare you? Did I scare you? Well, there's Jimmy Durante. I see you down there. That's Jimmy Durante. That's a neighbor squirrel. See how pointed his nose is? That's how he's got the name Jimmy Durante. You have to go back and watch Turner Classic Movies if you don't know who Jimmy Durante is. Google him. An actor and singer from a bygone era. Say there, Pistachio, did you realize that you're not supposed to come out in the daytime? So I've got a lot of squirrels, and now I've got mice. Had a litter of mice. Cashew, Pistachio. Hazel just ran over here. She got scared. Had 3 of them out here at once. What am I going to do? I have mice now. Pistachio, Hazel, and Cashew. Goodness sakes. Well, at least they eat the cockroaches. We got cockroaches here big enough that they can ride them like a pony. If you've ever been to Florida, you know what a palmetto bug is. It's a cockroach, but they're huge. I feel one down there on my shoe. Goodness, I've got a lot of squirrels here this morning. Thank you, Mommy Gizzy, for that rose. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom show. I'm broadcasting from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network here in Central Florida, northwest of Disney. Yep, that's a mouse. Peanut, the brave little mouse, had a litter. So now I've got 3 little mice that come in here and eat every morning. And sometimes they come back in the afternoon. These squirrels and mice siesta during the day, and they come back out in the evening. Not as many of the squirrels come out in the evening. Usually I have 2 or 3 in the evening. In the morning, it looks like I have 8 or 9. This all started with Robert T. Squirrel. I found him on my driveway. I call him Bobby. He calls me Food Source. Bobby wanted a legal name, so we decided on Robert Squirrel. Then he wanted a middle initial. He said anyone who's important has a middle initial, like John F. Kennedy. So he picked the initial T because his middle name is Robert the Squirrel. Your cat's trying to get one, Teresa. Uh-oh, they all gone? You need an almond down there? They always run away when I bend down to put my almonds on my shoe. Then they come back. Your cat watches every morning. Well, I think I'll have me a sip of LaCroix. Lemon Cello this morning is what I'm drinking. Got a lemony flavor. They don't pay me, by the way. They should. LaCroix should sponsor my show, shouldn't they? When he hit the floor, he made a little squeak. There's a mouse right there behind that post. Now I've got 4 mice in here. Peanut, the brave little squirrel, learned that she could come in here and eat with she's the brave little mouse. She learned she could come in here and eat with the squirrels. Well, a few weeks ago, she had babies. So now I've got 3 baby mice that come in here with the squirrels. And it appears that because they were born here they're born here in that heater, that pool heater, patio heater, in the base there. They were born here. They think this is home. So they come out during the day, in the mornings and evenings, and eat. What am I going to do? Hello, silly, very silly. Does it ever get cold enough? Yes. My grandkids come down at Christmas time, and when they climb out of the pool there, it's nice to stand under that heater and dry off. On nice days in the wintertime, it'll be in the 70s. A little cool to swim. But the pool's heated. We heat it up when the grandkids come. But sometimes the highs are in the 60s. Yeah, it's kind of a tradition. We like to swim at Christmas. They come down for Christmas. I heat the pool up, turn on that propane heater, and they stand under that heater and dry off. But when you're in the pool, it's nice. But here in Central Florida, sometimes, not very often, but at night, sometimes it gets down around freezing. But it's not unusual 3 times a year to get down in the high 30s at night and then come back up and only be in the 50s during the daytime. So we have some cool days. It's not until like spring break that it gets warm enough to to swim. Hello, Jessica. These squirrels scare each other off. Yep, there were falling iguana warnings. Now, we don't have the iguanas here. We're a little far north. You know, if you live in Miami or Fort Myers, it runs about 5 degrees warmer in the wintertime than Central Florida, and we run about 5 degrees warmer than North Florida. There's not much difference in the temperature in the summertime. I find the summertime temperature is not much hotter than up north. I grew up in the Midwest. The problem is it just stays hot so long. It stays hot here until October, end of October, to about Halloween. Is the bowl empty? The table's empty. The bowl's empty. You're going to have to come up closer. Still got some almonds on my shoe. Yep, that's how Texas is too, isn't it, Sheila? That squirrel above you on this glass table is making you cautious, isn't it? Don't you flick your tail at me. They flick their tail, they chirp, they bark, they chatter, they flick their tails. Tail flicking is kind of a caution thing. You're a reverse snowbird. You come down in the summer, that's how my wife is. She likes the heat. Anytime I talk about going north in the summer, she says, I like the heat. Somehow that ends the discussion. I don't know why that rule is, but when she gives her ruling, that's it. Yeah, Sheila, they'll eat. They will gorge themselves. Yeah, they do flick their tails when the hawks go overhead. Excuse me. They'll also, a lot of times there's a lookout, and he'll scream. You'll think that's a bird up in the tree, but it's a squirrel screaming, which is different than their heat call. Squirrels they go into heat one day each year, and they kind of scream to the other squirrels. I say they sing. It's a siren call. Drives the males crazy. Hello, 2009 Subaru Forester. Look at the ears on that squirrel, or on that mouse. We've got 4 mice that come out here and eat. That all started with Peanut. Peanut, the little mouse, brave little mouse, started coming out and eating with the squirrels. He came out in the evening. When it was dusk, he would come out and Bobby would go to bed. So they'd interact a little bit. Bobby would chase Peanut off. Peanut would keep coming back until Bobby went to bed. Then he'd come out here. I'd sit here with the light on and feed him. Finally, he decided, hey, you know what? I think I'll start coming out in the mornings. There's more food here. Bobby doesn't usually come around early in the morning, so Peanut started coming out during the daytime. Here's love the cinnamon rolls. And then Peanut had babies. Cashew, Hazel, and Pistachio. Ate them all again. Goodness sakes. I'll put a few more out. These squirrels are eating me to the broke stage. Excuse me. Put some up there. This is my book. It's available on Amazon, Bobby and Friends. It's a good book for little children. It's written at a 3rd grade level. Hello, Groveland. I heard them talking about squirrels at the White House today. Bobby and Friends is a storybook. Got 10 short stories, 27 pencil illustrations. I can get it around here. Written at the 3rd grade level. Got large print for the 3rd graders. If you know a child or a nephew who's going to have a birthday or a kindergarten graduation, that's a good gift right there. I'm going to send 2 off. Something I'd not heard of before. My grandson's wife is having a baby, and they're having a baby shower, and they asked everyone to send a book. Teresa's going to order one for the K5 graduation. Thank you. What's the matter? All the squirrels got their bellies full? Boy, I had a bunch of them out here this morning. Here comes one. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Not So Wild Kingdom Show. Broadcast live from the Squirrel Broadcasting Network back porch. We've got a lot of squirrels that come in. We got Robert T. Squirrel, Bobby, and his mate, Barbara Ann. They have 4 youngsters, Jeepers, Creepers, Peepers, and Sneakers. I adopted 2 squirrels and released them. Got them when they were 6 weeks old, released them when they were 19 weeks old. Their names are Milo and Mikey. I haven't mentioned them this morning, but I've got 2 flying squirrels that live up in one of the big oak trees. The flying squirrels, we watch them on the squirrel cam. I have a camera up in the tree with night vision, and I have some of their videos on my profile page if you want to go watch some videos. Their names are Wilbur and Orville. The names just seemed right for flying squirrels. What, you want a second one? Is that the deal? Got one sneaking around down here. This one's going to do a hit and run. He's just going to run and grab. Oh, you're going to grab 2? Might as well. Shove 2 in your mouth. Take off. Then we've got Got a neighbor squirrel that comes in. His name is Jimmy, named after Jimmy Durante because he's got a big pointed nose like the actor from the bygone era, Jimmy Durante. Hello, Ripley. You seen a lot of baby squirrels already? Our squirrels are born in August down here. Nanita, hello. Thank you for that rose. Gonna take two? Might as well. That's Peepers. Peepers is the smallest of the squirrels that live in this clan. She has to wait to eat last. She's the bottom of the pecking order. How often do they have babies? Well, they can have babies twice a year. Down south, they'll have them more often. In the north, they normally have them in the spring. What'd I do? Move my foot? Scare you? And there went one of my little mice. Look at that. They ate all the nuts again. How long, if I keep putting nuts out, how long will they keep coming? How long will you keep coming if I keep putting nuts out? You're in Texas. Do you have gray squirrels? These are eastern grays. They're little eastern grays. Cindy's in North Lakeland. I assume Lakeland, Florida. Every time I bend down to put nuts on my shoe, they all take off and hide. This is our children's book, Bobby and Friends. I'm in trouble here. Oh, I dropped it. That'll scare away the squirrels. That's Bobby and me. This is available on Amazon. This is the hardback. It's available also in a paperback. And there's the coloring book that goes with it. Yeah, the squirrels up north are a lot fatter and a lot more fur. They have to be hardier to survive those winters, don't they? And they're usually a fox squirrel or a red squirrel. You're going to take two, pig. These squirrels were born last August, and now they're big enough they're taking two nuts when they come. Bobby and Friends. My book is available on Amazon. I've noticed it's kind of hard to be a cameraman when you don't have three hands. The host and the janitor here at the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. You can order this on Amazon, Amazon.com. If you have trouble finding it, just look under my name. Sometimes you put in Bobby and Friends, it doesn't come up. Put Ronald C. Milburn, and you'll see this book. I self-published this on Amazon. Now I've got a literary agent. We've got another book that he's promoting to some publishing houses. We'll let you know when that's available. It's available also on Audible and Kindle. I'm going to get me a drink here. They don't pay me, though they should. Free advertising for LaCroix. I like my coffee in the morning, then I like to switch over to something cold. I have 2 cups of coffee. Then I switch over to LaCroix. Usually have a LaCroix. This is Limoncello. And then I go to iced tea. Bobby likes the unsweet iced tea, so do I, from McDonald's. If you go to our profile page, you'll see some video of Bobby drinking iced tea. I hold the straw up and let it run down and put my thumb over the end of the straw and let it drip down. He likes to drink it. You need that book in your life. Everybody does. Every house should have at least a dozen of these books on hand, because you never know when you're going to need to give one away. I never thought about it, but my grandson's wife they're having a baby shower for her, and they asked everyone to bring a book, a children's book. Isn't that a good idea? So I'm going to send one today. I hear one climbing overhead. What are you doing up there? I'm going to go to the post office today and priority mail a book and a coloring book for a baby shower. They're having a baby shower and they want everyone to bring a children's book. He's reading at a 3rd grade level. Great. Well, this is written at a 3rd grade level. My wife helped me with the big words. She's a 4th grade teacher. Said I wanted to write that at a 3rd grade level, and she said she'd help me with the big words. I know you're over there, Mr. Squirrel. They've got their bellies full. It's slowing down. Come on, there you go. Come on up. Look at your belly. Your belly's full. We had a battle out here a couple days ago. A rat tried to move in. A big rat showed up, and the squirrels attacked it and killed it. Who knew? I guess they saw that as a threat. So now I've got a dead rat lying over on the side of my house. They said, not in our house. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, Ron Milburn, broadcasting live the show, the Not So Wild Kingdom show, where I feed the squirrels, and it seems now I'm feeding the mice. What's the matter? What's the matter? You need some more almonds up there? I came up there and there weren't any almonds up there. Poor thing. Come on back. I know I moved. I moved to put some nuts out, and it scared you, didn't it? People ask, what do squirrels eat? Of course, they love nuts. They'll eat about any kind of nut. Bobby is weird. He doesn't like walnuts. He'll pick through the mixed nuts and leave the walnuts. But the other squirrels do. They love pecans. But they're omnivores. They'll eat flowers and leaves, insects, worms. And I've got video of Bobby catching and eating anole lizards. He's good at that. He catches those things. He's fast. They zip back and forth. He zips back and forth. He catches them, bites their heads off. Boom. That's the end of the lizard. And then he starts eating, and he finishes with the tail. The last thing to go down is the tail. He smacks his lips and walks off. Do you need a toothpick? You got a nut between your teeth? Huh? I sniffled and he ran off. Of course, they got great defense mechanisms. They're super fast and super afraid all the time. They'll come up here to me, but if I move just a little too fast, they run away. There's Hazel. Hazel, the little mouse. Crazy. Peanut, the mouse, started coming in here and eating, and then she had babies. 3 babies. Now they come in here and eat. So we've named them Cashew, Pistachio, and Hazel, like hazelnut. Good morning, Renee. Yeah, Bobby ate the anole lizards, but one day he ate a gecko, and that was into my car insurance discount. I don't get 15% off my car insurance anymore. Speaking of which, I had a weird dream last night. I dreamed that I pulled into a driveway and slid along a telephone pole and scratched the entire side of my car, of my truck. What a weird dream. And there wasn't one squirrel in my dream. There's that mouse. Got Cashew, Hazel, and Pinocchio now, or Pistachio, I mean. They come in and eat. It's crazy. Hey, mouse, don't you realize it's daytime? You're supposed to be hiding. Oh, that was something. Bobby always chases those mice away. That was little Peepers. Peeper says, I'm the bottom of the pecking order. But by golly, I can bully a mouse. The rest of the squirrels bully me, but I'm not going to take it from a mouse. Oh, Peepers. Oh, Peepers. She's the bottom of the pecking order. That's Jeepers. Peepers and Jeepers are the 2 smallest squirrels. They usually have to come in and eat last because the other squirrels pick on them. Peepers and Jeepers were the last 2 to leave the nest. They were born in the squirrel house in my oak tree. You missed it. I'll repost this video in its entirety. I'll probably edit that down and show just that part of that squirrel chasing that mouse off was hilarious. Heard him go, arr, arr, arr. I've been surprised that these squirrels have been tolerating these mice. Bobby doesn't. Bobby doesn't like the mice. He chases them off. So now old Peepers, she did too. She said, I have to take it from these bigger squirrels, but I don't have to take it from a little mouse. Get out of here. Thanks for the likes. If you double tap the screen, it sends a like. Invites more people. It's free. Got almonds on the picnic table. Almonds on my shoes. Boy, they've been really active this morning, but they've slowed down now. Yeah. Let's see here. We've had 2,800 likes. Not bad for a Tuesday morning. 4,463 viewers. 10 new followers this morning. We have 300,600 followers. 3.6 million likes. We've had over 20 million views since we started a year ago, April. Got Peepers and Jeepers sitting here eating. They have to eat last. They've got to wait. They're the smallest two of the clan. And they've got to eat last. But they're not going to take any guff from a mouse. That was something to watch. You got a little mouse too? I've got 4 mice that come in here now. We've had Peanut coming in for about a year now and eating. And she had 3 little ones. Cashew, hazel, and pistachio. Fancy Prancy, you've named yours Minnie. Little Peepers. Peepers isn't afraid of me. She's afraid of the other squirrels. There's Jeepers. Peepers and Jeepers. I went out one day and put food in the feeder, and I looked up in the squirrel house, and there were 2 little faces looking down at me. I put sunflower seeds in the feeder. Looked up, and there were 2 little faces looking at me. Thank you, Fancy Prancy, for that rose. There's one of the little mice. Peepers, are you going to chase her off? Now, you notice the way their heads are shaped. They've got eyes on each side of their head. When they're looking at you straight on, it looks like they're on the front of their face, but they're on each side of their head, and they can see almost all the way around themselves. With that mouse. So it can be said they can see behind themselves. They just have to turn their head just a little bit, and they can see behind themselves. Why are you flicking your tail? I know that's a sign of caution. Oh, there went Cashew. Look at that, looking out that hole. There's Cashew looking at us out that little hole. Isn't that cute? That's their nest. Never thought I'd think a mouse was cute. Cashew and Hazel sitting there eating. And there's Pistachio running through. Pistachio, Hazel, and Cashew. Goodness. Let's see if that squirrel chases them off. No. The squirrels have been ignoring them, except this morning. One got too close to Peepers, and Peepers chased it off. Because Peanut comes out in the daytime, these mice come out in the daytime. It's kind of goofy. They come out in the morning and eat with the squirrels. What do you think about that? Here comes the other one. Let's see how they interact. Look at that. Oh! He barked at it. I couldn't tell if he bit him or not, but he jumped at it. Look at that. Peepers just turned around. Says, leave me alone. Leave me alone. There was a little mouse here by my foot. Peepers, what are you going to do about that mouse? Here comes another squirrel. He's flicking his tail, saying, what in the world? What in the world is going on here? What's the matter? Am I out of almonds? I'm going to have to get you some more almonds. They all run when they hear that bag rattle. Goodness sakes, how long are they going to eat this morning? Everybody runs and hides when I stick my hand in that bag and it rattles. Bend over to put some nuts down. They all run and hide. Crazy mice and squirrels. I'm going to have a drink. This is Ron broadcasting the Not So Wild Kingdom show from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. I didn't mention my doorbell camera. I've got a doorbell camera back there. I can watch the squirrels. And it chimes on my phone, lets me know when Bobby's out here. Now, one of them just jumped from my screen enclosure into that oak tree. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a minute for him to come back. I scared him. we'll break for a commercial for Bobby and Friends. You can look it up on Amazon under my name. It's a storybook. 10 short stories, perfect for kindergarten graduation. It's written at a 3rd grade level. Children enjoy it, probably up to about 11 years old. Got lots of pencil illustrations. The children can listen to you read them the stories, and they can look at the pictures. There's Peanut. That's the mama squirrel. In the story, it's a he, but now we've determined it's a she. Have they ever fallen in the pool? Not that I know of. That's available in a hardback, paperback, Kindle, and also Audible. I've never seen one in my pool, but I've heard that if they fall in, they can swim, but they can't get out because of the ceramic edge. It's too slick, so that's why I keep in the pool that they can swim over to and climb onto. Thank you, Janice. Where's Pistachio? Pistachio and Cashew and Hazel have all been out here. In fact, they were just out here just a minute ago, and I bent over to put some nuts down, and they went running. So we'll see. They'll come back. Sometimes there's one. They zoom around so much. There's 2. So fast. There's Pistachio. They zoom around so fast that I can't get them in the camera view. There's Pistachio. No one told them that they're not supposed to come out in the daytime. Yeah, they might have a pool party when I'm not around. On hot days. One of the mice just ran out there. There's another one. Boy, they're fast. They are fast. Pistachio, Cashew, and Hazel. Come on in. Brother and sister there. The squirrels normally leave them alone, but I have a video this morning on the video that one of them got too close to Peepers, and Peepers chased it off. Growled and chased it off. Peepers is the smallest squirrel. She's the bottom of the pecking order, and she said, I have to take it from the big squirrels, but I don't have to take it from you mice. Come on down. Come on down. Come on in and eat. Scared him off, didn't I? Had to cough. Hello, Hazel. Come on in. There's Pistachio. Hello. Yeah, we have an agreement. They can stick around so long as they don't come in the house. These are mice. Mice have big round ears. They're smaller. They have pointed noses. I looked them up to compare a mouse and a rat. These are mice. See those big ears? These mice are cousins to Mr. Jingles in the movie The Green Mile. Mice are rodents, just like squirrels. Squirrels and rabbits, guinea pigs, beavers are all rodents. A rodent is an animal, a mammal, whose front teeth never stop growing. Their incisors, their front teeth, grow like fingernails. So squirrels are related to mice. You can hear that. Arr, that squirrel just chased off a mouse. Arr, and the mouse took off running. Wasn't in the camera view. I didn't see it, but I could hear it. You can hear the sandhill cranes in the background. I scared that mouse, I scared that squirrel. I scratched my nose. That scared him. They chase but don't hurt them. Well, I read that squirrels will actually eat mice, baby mice. They're omnivores. I read it on the internet, so I know it's got to be true. We had a rat that tried to move in here a few days ago, and these squirrels attacked it and killed it. That mouse there, or that squirrel there, was walking up to that mouse, investigating it, but I moved the camera too fast, and it jumped and ran away. But they don't seem to be interested in killing these mice because they're all eating almonds and their bellies are full. They're not hungry. That is one little mouse right there. That is a little bitty mouse right there. You haven't been alive very long, have you? I haven't seen them hurt any of the mice. Yeah, Bobby comes around, not as often as he used to. He normally comes around in the afternoons. He got older, mated up with Barbara Ann, and they go chasing all over the place. I tell you, I've had sightings in Daytona Beach, Sarasota, Yeah, they're well fed, so the squirrels don't bother the mice too much. The mice say, we're just eating the crumbs. Now, hello, Mommy Gizzy, you're Tampa? Well, keep an eye out. Sometimes Bobby and Barbara Ann go over to Tampa. They're the ones wearing the sunglasses. Yeah, some days Barbara Ann and Bobby go to Sarasota, and some days they go to Daytona, some weekends. They like to go hang out at the beach. That little mouse look at that. He's on my shoe. I can feel him. He just sat on my shoe and I didn't get it in the camera. Crazy. I felt him sitting on my shoe, but I couldn't get the camera around there to get it on him. That was crazy. I could feel him. He ran away from that. Something spooked him, and he ran away from that squirrel, I guess it was, and he ran up and sat on my shoe. Come on. That scare you a little? I'm not afraid of mice. I'm bigger than them. This crazy little mouse here, sitting here beside me. The almonds all gone. No more almonds. Have to come up on the table to get some. Come on up. I'm not sure what kind of mouse that is. He looks a little different than the others. I think maybe because it's just so tiny. Maybe it's just very young. Just looks like a little ball. Just sitting here beside me eating. Here comes brother. Michelle's cat's watching them. You have a hard time with I think it said the mice or the birds eating the squirrel food. No, because I bought squirrel feeders, and a squirrel feeder has a lid on it. And the squirrels lift the lid and reach in and grab the food. It's the opposite of a bird feeder. It's designed to keep the birds out. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. This is the Not So Wild Kingdom Show. The Not So Wild Kingdom Show broadcast here from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, where I feed I don't have any birds inside my patio. This is screened in. Oh, you get birds that get trapped inside. This is a little mouse. Got little round ears and a pointed nose. A little bitty one. The squirrels pretty much have been ignoring the little mice, but this morning one of the mice came up to Peepers. Peepers is the smallest of the smallest squirrel. She's the bottom of the pecking order, and one of the mice came up to it and chased it off. Peepers said, "I might be the smallest squirrel. They bully me, but I am definitely not getting bullied by a mouse." So I got a video of Peepers chasing that mouse away. I'll have to edit this down and post it on our site. You coming down? Gonna come down for an almond? Every time I bend over to put almonds on my shoes, they run away. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron broadcasting from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. Now the mice have learned that they can come in too. Yeah, you have the opposite problem. Same here. So I bought squirrel feeders. Squirrel feeders got lids. And the squirrels actually lift the lids and reach down and pull out the sunflower seeds. What are you doing, Batman? That's Batman. Ever since I let him watch the movie Batman, he hangs upside down, pretends he's a bat. If you listen closely, you can hear him say, "I'm Batman." This is my children's book that's on Amazon, Bobby and Friends, by Ronald C. Milburn. It's written to third grade level. It's got 10 short stories for children with 27 pencil illustrations. It's written about Bobby and the animals that live in the backyard. That's Bobby. 10 short stories. For children that can read, it's written to third grade level. Big print. That's Mimi the cat. Lives next door, chases the squirrels. There's Bobby and Marvin the owl. So it's got lots of pencil illustrations. It's available in a hardback and a paperback. So if you're looking for a birthday present or a kindergarten graduation present, I have an idea. We've also got a coordinating coloring book there that goes with it. Do you get any in your roof or attic? No. They get on the roof, but they don't get in the attic. We've got it sealed up tight. You got to really make sure things are sealed up tight. Same with the mice. I don't have any in my house. Get me a drink. They don't sponsor me, but I like LaCroix. This is Limoncello. They got Raz cranberries, another favorite, and I guess my very favorite is key lime. I wish they would sponsor me, though. Somebody needs to pay for these almonds. I'm going through $5 worth of almonds a day. Not to say anything about the 35 pounds of sunflower seeds I buy each month. I've got 2 oak trees out there, and that's one of the. Got a squirrel house on each oak tree, and this time of year, actually, birds are nesting in that one. And then when the nesting season's over, then the squirrels will nest in there soon, and they'll have babies, and they'll be born in August. Now, right there, it's hard to see, but right there is a feeder. I put sunflower seeds in the feeder. Yeah. If a gator walked by, they would be very unhappy. The squirrels, there's a little mouse. The squirrels bark and squeal and chirp when a predator comes by. One of them may be a lookout, and he'll start screaming. So sometimes you think it's a bird up there in a tree. It's actually a squirrel, and they'll scream and warn all the others, which is a different sound than the love song. And a few days ago, I videotaped a love song, and gray squirrels anyway, go into heat one day a year. And they sing a song which sounds similar to the squeal of the warning, but not quite as panicky. And I can understand squirrel. I can't speak it because I don't have a big fluffy tail. But when they sing that love song, I can interpret it, and it sounds like, let me clear my throat. It sounds like what they're saying is, I'm in the mood for love. And it drives the males nuts. Yeah, Jenna, it's expensive, isn't it? It's expensive feeding these squirrels. This is a little mouse. This is a little pistachio here. Pistachio and Cashew and Hazel were born just a few weeks ago. And they were born in that base of that heater. Hazel's a female. And the reason I know that is because Peanut, their mother, put a pink bow in her hair. Now, squirrels will kill and eat baby mice, but they haven't bothered these mice because I feed the squirrels almonds and sunflower seeds and peanuts, and their bellies are so full they're not hungry, and so they don't eat the mice. However, a few days ago, we had a rat show up, and rats will eat baby squirrels, and the squirrels ganged up on it and killed it. And squirrels are omnivores. They will eat baby mice and baby birds. So it looks like the squirrels are about done eating, but now the mice are here. Where you going? That crazy mice. Crazy mouse that gets scared, it runs over to me. Oh, I see what's going on there. Here comes a vicious squirrel. The mouse says, "Look how big he is." This is in Central Florida. This is the Not So Wild Kingdom show here on my back porch, the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. And it all started with one squirrel. I found Bobby, Robert T. Squirrel. I found him on my driveway as a newborn. I raised him, released him when he was 13 weeks old. Come on in. He made it with Barbara Ann last year, and last August they had 4 babies. Jeepers, creepers, peepers, and sneakers. Well, hello there. Hi, Cashew. Come on in, baby. And then I adopted 2 squirrels that were born last August, and they're about 6 weeks old. I raised them until they were 19 weeks old. And then there's a neighbor squirrel named Jimmy Durante. He comes in. He's got a big, long nose. Thank you for those roses, Chewing and Mommy Gizzy. That helps defray some of the cost of the almonds. I think I'm going to have to start eating cat food to be able to afford these squirrels. Little man the cat. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. 57 roses. Thank you so much. Binksy found you, but Spencer was brought to you. Thank you so much for those roses. Look at that. Chewing sent 5 donuts. I love donuts. Thank you. Hey, squirrels, we eat again. Uh-oh. Pool just kicked on the pump. Now we got background noise. Pump just kicked on. Run the filter. 53 roses. Thank you. Little man the cat. Thank you, Robert. Now it's really relaxing. That'll quiet down. You'll hear the fountains in the background. This is where the baby mice were born. I've never seen any of these squirrels in the pool. They can swim. They can swim, but they can't get out because of the ceramic edge. So that's why I keep floaties there. Now that's the pool sweeper there that's making all that racket. It'll go back down in a second. That's an automatic pool sweeper. You looking for an almond? You have to come up on the table, baby. Come up on the table, that's it. However, I did find a mouse in the pool. Originally, Peanut had 4 babies. And they were little tiny babies, and they went over and climbed on those pots over there, and they were so young that I think I could have touched them. And the next day, I found one of them in the pool, and he won't do that again. Hey, Pistachio, you're a little bitty thing. This is Pistachio, the little mouse. There goes Cashew. So this all started with one squirrel, and next thing you know, I've got about 9 squirrels that come in here and eat now in the mornings. And 4 mice. Peanut's the mother. Cashew, Hazel, and Pistachio. And this is Pistachio. And Pistachio doesn't seem to mind me at all. No one told these mice that they're supposed to sleep during the day and come out at night. Peanut, the mother, is large, and I've got a video. I posted a video of her a few days ago. She was coming in there and she was hoarding the almonds. She was picking them up. She was picking them up and carrying them outside and hoarding them. She cleaned up all the almonds there around on the floor. Yeah, I got a lot of furry friends now. It's crazy. Crazy. Peanut had babies. That's the pool heater or the patio heater, and I noticed that all the ferns on my plants there, I had two ferns. They were disappearing, and she was bringing them over and putting them in the base there and building a nest. And then she had babies. I figured she would. I did not make that table. That was a gift, actually. That was a gift. And there's a pet feeder, and I bought that pet feeder because I was going to be gone last weekend, and it automatically dispenses almonds. I can set the time and the quantity. I had it set up to dispense twice in the morning, twice in the evening. And I was watching, look at the hole they ate. I was watching them on my backyard camera here. I was up in Georgia, sitting on the porch of a cabin watching the squirrels. And they ate a hole in that feeder and went down and ate 3 pounds of almonds all at once. And so I am going to make something up, put a top on that somehow and fix that. I'll make that so they can't get in. See ya, Brett. I'm going longer than normal. We've had so many people in here. We've had 7,400 likes, 13,000 views this morning. What a day. Thank you, everybody, for watching this and joining us. I'll zoom this out a little bit. This is our children's book on Amazon. If you know a child that's going to have a birthday, or you got a 5-year-old graduation, something like that, this is a neat little book. It's a story book. I wrote it. This is Bobby and me. This is how this all started with Robert T. Squirrel. This is the hardback version. Got a hardback and a paperback. We've also got a coloring book. And this is available in hardback, paperback, Kindle, and also Audible. I narrated it. Some people buy this and let their children listen to it at night if they don't have time to read to them. That's Bobby and Kendra Kitty. Kendra Kitty got lost, and Bobby and all the animals helped her find her way home. And every house needs at least a dozen of these. I am a published author, and when I got Bobby, I decided to write a children's book. I wrote another children's book, and it's with I have an agent now, and it's with the agent, so it's not available for the public yet. They're trying to sell that to the brick and mortar stores. This is available on Amazon, though, and it's a neat little book. And it's got large print written at a 3rd grade level. My wife's a teacher. She helped me with the big words. And it's a good storybook. It takes about 10 minutes to read each story. It's just right for bedtime stories. That's Rolo the chipmunk. So it's got plenty of pictures in it, 27 illustrations to keep the children's attention. There's Rolo and Bobby and Jackie. And Rolo has a big stash of acorns. And Jackie didn't like Rolo because Rolo was a ground squirrel. And ground squirrels, in her opinion, were inferior. that she learned that Rolo was a very nice squirrel. He's a chipmunk. He's a ground squirrel. And that he collected acorns, and he turned out to be a friend. I did not illustrate this. I am not an illustrator. I actually hired a lady to draw these for me. I'm very satisfied with her work. There's Peanut. And this story, Peanut is a male. Peanut saves the day. He's just a little mouse. But he rescued the squirrels. You'll have to read the story to find out how he did it. But actually, Peanut is a female. And Peanut just had babies. And now there's Fido. He's got the squirrels chased up a tree, and Peanut rescues them. Yeah, they are good illustrations. We kept the cost down by using pencil illustrations instead of color. And I think they're just fine. And that's Twit, the goofy blue bird, Jackie, and Bobby. So lots of good stories there. Like I say, the big words my wife helped me with. There's Jackie and Bobby. Jackie's Bobby's friend. It's available on Amazon. I am a published author. I've been published in books like Chicken Soup for the Soul and different anthologies. And I've also got some other books on Amazon. Thank you for that heart. I've got a book that if you're looking for a present for a middle school child, I've got one called What a Pickle, Mr. Dill. What a Pickle, Mr. Dill. That's a fun book, sort of like the movie Goonies. I originally wrote the book Riddles, The Hunt for Dillinger's Loot, which is an adult book, high school and adult. It's a Goonies type story, but then I rewrote it for a middle school age. And Riddles is set in the 60s, in the late 60s. Sort of like Stand By Me. But I rewrote it for middle school age, and I made it present day. This is Bobby. Bobby is my squirrel that I raised and released, and now he comes to visit me. Not as often as he used to. He's an adult now, and he runs around and makes babies and goes to Daytona Beach and rides motor scooters and things like that. Thank you, Robert, for that hand heart. We've had a great morning this morning. 9.7 thousand likes and 15,000 views. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron with the Squirrel Broadcasting Network, bringing to you live the Not So Wild Kingdom show. And I'm a published author, and I'm going to have to bring us to a close here in a little while so I can go and write some more stories. Mommy Gizzy sent 2 roses. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, you just sent something else. You sent a TikTok. Thank you. Well, where have all the little mice gone? The mice and the squirrels have eaten their fill. They've been eating off of my shoes. They've been eating off of the floor. They've been eating off of the picnic table. Oh, there's one over there in the bush. I've had 8 or 9 in here at a time. And they're after they eat, they go climb up in the trees and the bushes and sleep. So every home should have at least a dozen of Bobby's books. I wrote this. That's a picture of Bobby and me. I found Bobby as a newborn, and I released him when he was 13 weeks old. I raised him, and he lives in my backyard along with the other animals. And this is a good little children's book. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, everybody. This is Ron bringing you the Not So Wild Kingdom show from the back porch of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. That's my doorbell camera. I watch the squirrels, and I can record them, and it chimes when they're out here, so I know when they're here. Of course, the squirrels come every morning, and some come back in the evening. And before I close, I'll show you. Now, see, I just swept this floor. I'm the cameraman, the host, and the janitor of the Squirrel Broadcasting Network. I just clean this place up, and they come in here and they make a mess. That's why I don't give them peanuts anymore out inside. I put, well, what are you doing in here? I put sunflower seeds, and he went out through a hole. Sunflower seeds and peanuts outside because they're messy. But there's two that I can't repair because they come and go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see that hole right there? You can see where there's a screen missing. I patched that. I sprayed some adhesive on there and put some screen over it. And it lasted about 2 hours before the squirrels ripped it off. Your daughter has the book and she loves it? Well, good. Thank you, Jackie. This is one of the squirrel houses. I've got 2 oak trees in my backyard. This is a house. And there's a feeder. And I fill that with sunflower seeds. And over on the other tree over here, I have a water bottle. I cut the bottom off of it and hung it upside down, and I have a water bottle there, and I can drain the water out and replace the water. That's a feeder, and they lift the lid up and they get the food out. Well, thank you for that wishing bottle. And then Bobby's house, it's a little hard to see, but that's where Robert T. Squirrel lives. That's Bobby's house there. And Bobby has I'll go out there. Bobby has it fixed up just the way he likes it. Well, Barbara Ann made him get rid of most of his furniture, but she let him keep a few things. Bobby had a neat little bachelor pad. These are the hibiscus plants. The squirrels eat these flowers. They like to eat the hibiscus flowers. But Bobby had his house just the way he liked it, and he met up with Barbara Ann, and she made him get rid of most of his furniture. She did let him keep one beanbag chair that has duct tape on it. He's had that since college. And she let him keep a picture. He's got a picture of dogs playing poker. Yeah, hibiscus. I've made tea out of these hibiscus flowers. Got a squirrel sitting over there. 10,800 likes this morning, 16,000 views. Had a good day today. Lots of activity, lots of squirrels. I've got mice out here. Well, hello there. Are you going to have some water? Can I have a drink? I need to fill it. I haven't filled it yet today. And you say, I need some new fresh sunflower seeds too. What are you doing, huh? Mr. Squirrel, I'll show you something here. What they do is you can see where they chew on the wood. They have to chew because their front teeth never stop growing. All these are now are husks. I filled this yesterday afternoon late. And they reach in here and they eat them and they leave the husks. In fact, they crawl down in there. Sometimes they just actually crawl down in there, lay on their backs and eat like they're in heaven. So I'll bring some fresh sunflower seeds. We go through. So 11,000 likes this morning. Wow. 16,000 views. That's a very good day for Squirrel City. Folks, we've had a fun time. I'm going to end this, and for those that are on the West Coast, I'll post this in its entire channel. We've got a YouTube channel, Who Lives in the Big Oak Tree. You can watch this. And also, we've got an Instagram channel, Bobby T. Squirrel on Instagram. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We've enjoyed it very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.